dear listeners, and those of you who are watching this episode. My name is Paula Mugisa. I am the team lead and founder of Tessa Advisory Services. Thank you for tuning in. This episode is proudly sponsored by the Other Side Bar at the Latitude Zero Hotel in Makindye. This is episode 8 of the business tool workshop titled The Big Boys Will Come on Board. This is an episode about how to approach customer acquisition and securing meaningful business partnerships. As with each episode, I'm going to give you the what, so a story or example, the work, the exploration I want you to do to discover some answers, and a tool that you can use to record and extract practical activities that you can implement today. In this episode, I want us to start by appreciating the vulnerability of a new and small business. Even with a highly skilled proprietor or group of proprietors, a new small business usually has a limited amount of resources and not enough credibility to stand on its own as an enterprise. In fact, for the start, the business will likely depend on the reputation and experience of its owners in order to get some traction in the marketplace. As I mentioned in episode 5, when we're talking about branding, it's important that new and small businesses prove themselves. A new business should determine their niche product or service and perfect it by starting right, branding right, and building credibility by offering a superior product and service to its customer. It's important for each new business to have this mental attitude at the back of their mind in order to appreciate the hesitancy prospective customers may have when deciding to work with you, or the resistance older entrants in the market may have when trying to decide if they should partner with you. As a general rule of thumb, try and remember that the bigger the customer or partner that you're trying to close or get on board, the longer it's going to take in terms of effort and lead time. Even after following our steps, you may still be unsuccessful in terms of getting them to come on board. So the key to customer acquisition and building a business portfolio and a reputation quickly is to determine the low-hanging fruit that you can serve immediately. Let me give you an example. Xeno Uganda is a financial advisory and investment firm. It's founded by highly educated finance and investment professionals whose original idea was to set up and operate a local mutual fund that can work with institutions managing big portfolios of money to invest and grow their asset base. Now, at the start, the market already had existing long-standing and mostly foreign players like Old Mutual Fund and others. Xeno got the opportunity to work with big clients like URA and Wazalendo Sacco who have huge employee savings portfolios that they need to grow for their stakeholders, but it took them quite a while to prove themselves and close this kind of business. Not to mention that in trying to close certain big customers in Uganda, you may sometimes fall into the negative costs of doing business, such as corruption and tribalism and nepotism. And these things may adversely impact on the outputs you will produce, even if you do end up securing these big contracts and partnerships in the end. It's interesting to note that at this same time that Xeno is trying to do all this, they were also being approached by multiple individuals with small portfolios of money, asking them how they can structure and invest their meager savings. The team at Xeno was hesitant to work with these individuals because the time it takes to dive into and advise an individual client is the same time it will take to do so with a bigger company, except the bigger company offers higher returns in terms of percentage fees. So in order to capture the easier but not as profitable low-hanging fruit at a large volume that later could collect profitable returns, Xeno Uganda decided to automate the process it takes to advise and invest for clients using a web app. This way, thousands of individual clients could sign up for free, do a short assessment, and figure out the target goals of their future investments. With this model and a little over 2 years of operation, Xeno has over 1,000 customers and manages billions of shillings in investments from individuals across the country, 65% of whom are women. This is a great example that many Ugandan businesses should adopt. Instead of targeting the big fish or the big boys, you can work with individuals in the private sector to grow your business in a way that is primarily in your control. Much later on, you can definitely approach the bigger players as customers or partners, but the difference is that when you have a consistent income and have built a reputation in the market, you have a better negotiating position and the option to wait or even walk away should the terms of business not mainly be in your favor. Let's do some work, shall we? Who is your ideal customer and why? Who is your ideal partner and why? Objectively, why would your ideal customer be hesitant to give you business? Put yourself in their shoes and think about it deeply. Remember, you know that you're awesome and that your business or product solves their needs, but they don't know this as intimately as you do. Why would existing players in the market be hesitant to partner or collaborate with you on a project? Who are the low-hanging fruit potential customers that constantly approach you to work for them or with them? Why will it be easier to close this group of people? Why may you not want to work with them for the start? Is there an opportunity for you to serve this low-hanging fruit quickly and on a bigger scale? Is there a system using online tools or any other technology where you can serve hundreds or even thousands of them simultaneously? What would it take and cost? The idea of this episode is to get you to unlock your thinking to determine the best approach for acquiring customers and partners quickly in not so obvious ways that can end up holding you back. Your approach to customer acquisition at the start must be one that is primarily in your control and allows you to grow quickly and easily with a group of the least hesitant prospective customers that you can get on board as permanent, long-standing customers. As a special bonus for this episode, we're sharing our customer acquisition hacks and strategies for new and small businesses. This is a fantastic tool to begin to understand how to grow your business income in non-traditional ways without consuming a whole lot of time trying to secure funding or big partners at the start. We'll expound a little bit on our partnership do's and don'ts, how to build networks, and how to take advantage of partnerships and synergies within your existing networks. Head on over to the Tessa Advisory website and click on the Resource Library tab to access a free downloadable copy today. I hope you found this episode both insightful and practically valuable. This wraps up today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Go out there and do things differently and be exceptional. Until next time, God bless you.